And I think we're good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing Genshin Impact. I know, welcome back, Cheetah, after a couple of days of Honkai. So today we are back with Genshin Impact, and we are going to be continuing the Khvarena of Good and Evil. That story quest. That world quest. Let me try to find it. Right. Yeah. So under Khvarena of Good and Evil. Now, although I have been on Honkai for the past few days, also have been doing some Genshin in the meantime. And funny story, in fact, while I was playing, sorry. So I don't know if you guys know, but for the past few days, there's been this event going around in real life where uh basically Honkai Impact has this like global tour. Yeah. And so I think we're gonna get started on this first part of the quest. So Asipatravana Itihasa. Go to Asipatravana Swamp to search from here. You need the help of Pahi Mahir and Rashnu to obtain the chaplet. They might be able to find Mahir's trail in Ashipatravana Swamp. Right.
The value of knowledge.
Yes. Thank you, Teknari. Now, we yeah, so I think back to the previous story. So me and a couple of friends, we actually went for this Honkai Impact IRL event in I think what's that place called again? I forgot what it was called. Yeah, they had a global tour of sorts. Oh, okay, that started the quest. And then thereon we actually got some codes and stuff for Honkai and participated in a couple of events. It was pretty funny because although like that happened, like although the event was for Honkai Star Rail and everything, I was mostly just playing Genshin Impact for the better half of the day. Yeah, I was mostly exploring and clearing out this area. So you guys might see that for some parts of this quest in the future, there might be things that are sort of not really like it doesn't really seem like I did much to finish that quest, or it might seem that I've cleared quite a lot of future areas already. But that's just because over the past few days or so, I've been just exploring the desert and just trying to understand how to use Sorush. And so, yeah, I might have inadvertently completed some bits of future quests. So my gameplay might differ from other people who are doing this exact quest. And yeah, that's just because I like to explore my areas beforehand, you know. But if anything, let's continue with the quest. Um, uh, are you sure we're going about the right way, Sorush? We seem to have been around these parts before. Stop making such disgraceful noises. Would I lead you wrong? Pale floater. You could stand to learn from our Yasnapati and his unflinching calm. But it's just some persistent purple mist. Yeah, I've cleared all the purple mist by accident. Not really. I kind of just was curious. I quite enjoy Sorish's gameplay as well. To be honest, I am somewhat nervous on the inside. That's right. This place still doesn't look safe at all, just like the last time we came here. Such trivial trials, they pale in comparison to the sacrifice that I must offer up later. Ah, I misspeak. You, pale floater, are not as bold as my Yasnapati, but perhaps one may consider retreating at the slightest sign of a danger a wise choice. Right, that's right. Traveler's in charge of being brave, while Paimon's in charge of being smart. That's why we make the best of buddies after all. Nice going, buddy. And the face that Ether gives Paimon is amazing, as always. Right? Paimon think that was a good rejoinder too. But it did not give you your title for not Yasnapati. Do give praise unto my bravery more. Pray. Well, the travelers known Paimon longer. When he's not being your Yasnapati, there's nothing wrong with him sparing some time to praise Paimon. Anyway, don't sweat the small stuff, Sorush. You're not really doing anything that especially needs praising right now, are you? Oof. My great work is not for the present, but the future. Still, at this very moment, you are being given the privilege to witness where it all begins. Well, if you say so. Speaking of which, we're here to find Mihir, that foolish familiar of thorns. She must be suffering right now. Wait, is she trapped in there? Then we've got to go save her. The power of the purple mist you witnessed previously, and the demons of death and the demons of death stem from the same source. Mihir's task should have been to keep up such wicked powers from running rampant upon this earth. Under the sign of a Pausha and powers of the two forces warning here ebb and flow, we Pari should be dauntless, willing to fight till we ourselves are torn to shreds. But Mihir? Ha! I shouldn't wonder if she searches for some way to protect herself even now, conducting some loathless struggle. Yikes. Wait, aren't you allies? Are you really gonna leave a fellow Pari like to her fate like that? You wouldn't be unable to rescue your comrade by any chance, would you? The Ara and Nara all help each other out. Huh, maybe you're right. The problem could very well be something not even Sorush can solve. It is no difficult matter saving Mihir. Perhaps I might even call it trivial. But we Pari each have our mission, and we also have different ideals. She must have found some position equal in seclusion and defensibility before using a grey gate to seal both the demons and herself in. If she could still move freely, she would be like that Khvarena, begging for aid and prostrating herself before all and sundry to earn pity. Can Khvarena even prostrate themselves? I don't even know what prostrate mean because the first thing I think of is prostate. No, I would not apologize about that. Or that. Maybe if they try hard enough? You plebeians, oof. You plebeians missed the point. Back to the heart of the matter, we did disperse some purple mist, but their root cause remains unresolved. I doubt that she can hold out for much longer. How pitiful. Ah, what a horrible sight. To be as Mahir is, corroded by filth, falling from a spotless to sinful state, yet desperate to preserve herself. Had the elder not bade me come. So after all that, you do care. Hardly. I merely wish to see if that useless fool has any regrets or not. If she turns back to us and accepts our aid, then perhaps I shall spare her a moment or two. After all, the flower, the star of the songs of praise, shall seem less radiant if the green leaves are not there to serve as its foil. The falling labor shall be little, but it is still a radiant shard. Yasnapati mine, record it down with a reverent heart, and use even this mode of shattered light to grace your mighty hymn. We can talk about the less important stuff later, Sorush. Let's figure out how to save Mahir first, shall we? Less important, you say? Well, so be it. Mahir's sinful form renders her unable to do her duty, but the thorns remain. So long as I lend them some of my strength, scattering this defilement should cost me but a little effort. As for the downward path, let us follow that wandering Khvarena we just saw. Well, if Soros is so sure, let's try getting closer then. Follow the floating Khvarena. Thankfully, we've already cleared this place out. Otherwise, the Khvarena might have gotten lost by the purple mist. That's absurd. Follow the float. You should get out more, Soros. If you've been outside, you'll see a whole lot more strange stuff. Keep your nonsense to yourself. So yeah, I have already cleared all the purple mist surrounding this area. prior to me doing this quest. Awaken the power of Khvarena and disperse the purple mist. Follow the floating Khvarena. Yeah. Ah, so you unlock this. I see. Enough talk. Let's proceed. Here should be just ahead. Why does it feel like Sorish is kinda unhappy?
It's so hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you get what I mean.
Ooh, more of these. Alright. Okay. Alright. That's doable. Talk to Sorish. Okay. Wait, is this here? She seems stuck. Seems like the bubble mist has already made all the way down here. What do we do now, Sorish? Can we just do what we did earlier? You know, give some of your power to the thorns and free her? Why, of course, I shall save her. After all, she does seem so very piteous, infested with corruption and helpless as she is. This isn't the best time to throw shade on her. Exactly. We've got to save her, and quick. Yet I have not heard her repent. I shall hear her repudiation of her obduracy and her supplication for my aid. Oh, come on, are you serious? We don't have time for that kind of talk. Paimon thought you were just speaking in anger. Oh, valiant, dauntless Lady Sorish, we implore thee. Stop playing along with her. Well then, if you two say so, my Yasnapati. After all, fulfilling your wishes once in a while is indeed within the purview of one so exalted as I. Eh? Seriously? Paimon wishes you listen to her too, Sorish. Just use the power thorns as we did before. That should be quite easy. Alright. The field serves as spawning. Time to kick him out. Oh no, is there no bomb? As realized this area up here. Okay. Right. Still not really used to using Pari on the computer. I'm so used to using her on the phone. Mobile phone. Makes it easier, I feel.
One with the force. Yeah. Rah.
Don't blink.
Alright, so we have to talk to Mahir. So let us do that, shall we? Where is Mahir? Is she here? Yeah, here. Okay. Is there anything on this side unlocked? Or was this where we came from? Because I have a very bad sense of memory. Okay, no, we did not come from this side. Well, okay, let's talk to Mahir. Awesome. Are you alright, Mahir? Well, I suppose she is alive, if barely and covered in sin, and weakened to the extent that she may only defend herself. Good thing we arrived early and had you with us, Sorush. Sorush, 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 who took humans for companions. Sorush, who lost her way. It sounds like there's some secret meaning behind her words. Do not go near her, lest the defilement that emanates from her touches you. It seems that she has not only forgone a heart of gratitude, but has lost much of her intellect, or she would not use such baseless words to reproach me. Thank you, Sorush. If not for you and your companions, I would have needed much time to gather my strength. And even then, I'm unsure if I could have stood against the rising filth on my own. The sign of Apalcha could be seen all too clearly, even from the bottom of the valley, but thorns can only crawl upon the ground, never to reach the sky. Not even the reflection of the skies on the earth. Of course. After all, I am the one who is destined to make sacrifices and extinguish the sign. And I must add that the traveler is no companion of mine, nor is Paimon. He is my Yasnapati, a willing instrument recording my great work. Source's number one Yasnapati, that's me. Paimon wants to be number one too. Wait. Why would Paimon want to fight you to be Source's willing instrument anyway? Hmm, just saving him here isn't enough to complete what Zervan asked us to do, right? I see. So you have something to request of me, Source. What? Have your senses gnarled into tumbleweed during your imprisonment and departed the Tamir Mountains into the nameless dunes? Yikes. It is by my magnanimity, my god, I can't pronounce words, in not remembering past slights that my Yasnapati has been given leave to record your name within the hymn that sings my praises. Your sinful form, stained with defilement, should never otherwise have appeared within those stanzas. You should thank me, Mihir. If it was not for our elder, whatever. We do this to obtain the twin horn chaplet. For that reason, you must return with me to the Dvorksha Oasis. Speaking of which, Sorush, you keep talking about stained with defilement, this, and sinful form, that. What do you even mean? It is the duty of us familiars of the thorn to prevent defilement from spreading across the earth and guard against its corrosion. But when we battle against the demons of death, injury is nigh unavoidable. And if you had been shattered in battle with them, that might have been worth a song. But, stained as you are, you can hardly be counted as one of us. If it were not for my coming to your rescue, you would have likely continued some pathetic struggle here till the world forgot about you and you utterly faded away. Those are the words of the human who has befriended you, Serge. He is no ordinary human. He is the Nasurea of the Order of Skeptics. Huh, so that's how it is. Sounds like a matter of wounded pride. That's right. Calling someone sinful because of that. Mihir, you poor thing. To do one's duty is not a pitiable act, nor is struggling to perform that duty for a little while longer shameful. Pah, never mind the matter of our elder. I have not fallen so low as to require your judgment. Rather, rather, it is you who should thank me for rescuing you. Oh, come on, Sorush. Stop yelling at an injured person. Well, Mahir was wounded in combat, so that counts, right? It is alright. Sorush will understand, or she will never obtain the twin horn caplet from Zervan. But as she says, my sinful form is unacceptable in the eyes of the other Pari. I cannot return to the Varukasha oasis in this state. Merely perform a cleansing pilgrimage, and it will be well. A cleansing pilgrimage? Would that take a long time? Will it be dangerous? You need not be so concerned as to the details of Mihir's deeds. After all, there shall be little room for her in the praises that shall be sung of me. She knows this road well, but in her weak and helpless state, was she to be attacked along the way, I doubt there will be anything left of her. What Paimon's hearing is that things will be fine as long as we escort her. Don't worry, we're very experienced at this sort of thing. Speaking of that, why didn't you help me here earlier, Sorush? If you just lent a little power to the thorns, you could have done that even without our help, right? This is my duty, not hers. Eh? But shouldn't you help each other out at times like this? Each pari has their own mission, and just like this cleansing pilgrimage. Okay. Missions and duties. Oh, that's too fast. Bruv. Holyverse, what are you doing? Yikes, these guys just came out of nowhere. Protect feeble Mihir and repel all forces. Okay. So finding something. Piece of cake, this is just warm up. I see. Ooh, you sound lovely. Oh, that was dangerously close to her fall, to the Tignari falling. Jeez. Come on. I love the heal that we get. Pew. 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 Alright, I think we're good on that. Let's continue exploiting here. Okay. Up and up we go. While you run fast. Come on. Let's go. The Khvarena. Oh no. Pick up. Is this the Grey Gate? We encountered it along the other path as well. You say ultimately fails to serve any purpose. What does this bring me out to? Oh. We're finally out of there. We can already see the harvest doxxing. And we can also see the sign of a pulsar. We won't be able to relax till we manage to fix the crisis above us. That's true, but let's prioritize escorting Mihir on her cleansing pilgrimage so she can regain a spotless form and return to her companion's side. But isn't it awful that she's been fighting all this time, but now that she's injured, she can't even go back? One who clings to life and self-protection despite being filled with such filth is unworthy of a Yasnapati's chronicle. What are you saying, Sorush? Mihir's been fighting all by herself to fulfill her mission all this time. She's been very brave. We should remember what she's done and praise her for it. Only humans require such thing as courage. We Pari have no need of it. Sorush speaks the truth. We Pari have known our purpose since birth, and we only live to serve that purpose. We do not require remembrance. Perhaps being forgotten might even be for the best. Eh? But if the day comes when none mention us again, then surely The entire earth must have been purged of all calamity. There'll be no more sacrifices to be sung of, but there'll be no more sufferings to be remembered. I believe that that shall be a wonderful day. Here, the day is yet distant, not before I make the sacrifice that shall extinguish the sign of Apalsha, at least. Let us not waste any daylight here. We should complete the cleansing pilgrimage as soon as possible. We should not allow this preamble to delay us so. I am the protagonist of this hymn, I alone. Thank you for walking this difficult path for me. I believe that the road shall be far smoother ahead. Would you like us to continue on together? Let's go together. That is also fine by me. When I get teleported, you silently escort me here back to the Verkashar Oasis. Talk to me here. We're back. Guess your cleansing pilgrimage is done, huh, Mihir? And that means that your defilement issues have been solved, right? I've indeed completed the cleansing pilgrimage, but it couldn't have been done without your aid. The wind and waters here are good, and wondrous energies cycle here. For now, there's no need to worry about the defilement. Yeah, this place sure is better than that valley full of purple mist. It's definitely got that soul purifying effect feeling to it. Purifying? Indeed. Haha, that was easier than Paimon thought. Now that Mihir is clear of this defilement, other Pari aren't gonna reject her anymore, right? You can finally take a rest after all that trouble you went through, Mihir. And Sorush is now closer to obtaining the chaplet as well. That's right, everyone wins. A fitting end for Mihir, perhaps, but not for me. My ending will not be something so ordinary or peaceful, or as insignificant as you are, Pale Floater. Paimon isn't insignificant. Well, not that Paimon's very heavy or anything either. My end shall be glorious, radiant, like that of the divine bird Simurgh. I shall split into infinite motes of Khvarena, cleansing the world of its impurity. That which Mihir has done cannot be compared to what I shall yet accomplish. Yet there was only one Simurgh, and there is only one Sorush. There is no need to imitate others. There has to be a way that doesn't involve sacrifice. Paimon thinks so too. You don't have to be in such a hurry to sacrifice yourself. We can think of something else together. You speak but empty words, born of your witlessness. My mind is made up, my heart set. I will not be moved. Ugh, Paimon doesn't get Sorush at all. Why does she insist on sacrificing herself to do with the sign? And why is she so cold to Mihir? Well, the way things look right now, Mihir's the one with deeds to her name. It's because Sorush's work is not yet complete. That's true. We don't know if we'll be able to obtain the twin-horned chaplet yet. Never mind extinguish the sign of Apalsha. So she's worried that she's falling behind Mihir? I'd say she's pretty anxious about that. True. Paimon kinda gets it now. Sorush is worried that if we praise Mihir, we won't do the same for her afterwards. So she wants to do something even greater. Oh, come on. Isn't she just afraid that Mihir will steal her Yasna party? She doesn't need to worry about that. We're born flatterers, aren't we, Traveler? Let Paimon think. Let's put 4 lines of praise for Sorush in that hymn or whatever she's always going on about, and 2 for Mihir. That way, everyone wins. Yay, quest complete. Alright, let's continue talking to Mihir. The sights and scenes of the Verkasha oasis are always as they were. Are as they always were. They comfort you humans too. Yes? About Pari responsibilities. These should come naturally to us Pari and should not trouble us. Oh, that's it. Alright. And about Sorush. Sorush is also doing her utmost to fulfill her duties as a Pari. Although her methods could use some refinement, she is very dedicated to her duties. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Alright. Next part of this subquest. Awakening's real sound. Go to the hills of Barsum to search for Rashnu. You need the help of Parimihir and Rashnu to obtain the chaplet. Rashnu seems to be around the giant tree at the hills of the Barsum. Alright, where is that? There, okay. Don't mind me, I'm gonna get the smaller snack. Oh wow, it fell off. Sorry, give me a little bit more time. I should be done. Okay, cool. We're back. Go to the hills of Barsum. Oh, the tree. That tree. Rashnu is there, but let us draw nearer. I fear that Rashnu. Oh, thanks for giving me enough time to read, as always, Hoyoverse. Are you Rashnu? No, you're someone else. Huh, it's you, Nasayuna. What are you doing here? Ah, honored envoy of the Khvarena, and you two. Ah. Ah, our Yasnapati and his companion, I suppose. Just call us Traveler and Paimon. Since I've been given such permission, then allow me to call you by those names. Do you two remember what I mentioned earlier about how we skeptics have always been searching for the Kory drums? It was about them being important items for some ritual or something, yeah. Well, while I can see that the proper terms were not remembered, that is the essence of this matter, yes. The two of you have been acknowledged by Khvarna's envoy, and yet you know little of our glorious history. I fear that you might be led astray by heresies and heterodoxies from the forest. Allow me, then, to explain the true history of Barsum and the Kory drums. Story time, is it? Joy. This is no idle yarn to be told over tea. It is the tale of our meeting with the Pari, the scions of the divine bird, and the long years of war we have endured here in this land thereafter. Paimon would prefer idle yarns in that case. Long ago, our predecessors worked to quell the disaster that occurred in this land. and formed a profound friendship with the Pari. Barsum's familiar had a preference for music, so we crafted Kory drums for her. During the ceremony where our bonds with the Pari were made official, 5 drums had to be gathered and played according to scores. Though the Kory drums are long lost, the drum scores have withstood the corruption of the sandstorms, and as you can see, they've almost they've been almost perfectly preserved. Words shall nary describe the true magnificence of that occasion. When the Kory drums sounded, all things reverberated in unison. It felt as if the sound could freely traverse space and time. Those who witnessed it were all shaken to the core. Even the elements themselves were stirred. Sounds like a very lively time. It's a shame that we skeptics failed to pass on our legacy, resulting in the loss of all the Kory drums. And however loudly we cried out, Barsum's familiar would never again utter a word in response. Barsum's familiar? Is this the Rashnu Sorush mentioned before? Is that who you're talking about? But why wouldn't she respond to the Order of the Skeptics call? The Pari and the Order of Skeptics both value tradition and ceremony, so there is routine to our actions. They talk about tradition, but then they lost their drums. This is hardly a peaceful land. That such things would happen is little surprise. Okay. Seems like getting Rashnu back to the Varukasha oasis with us won't be easy. That is so. We will need to collect all the Kory drums and play them according to the score. Thankfully, I have never once given up searching for the lost drums. I've been gathering the relevant clues even before your arrival, as one might have expected of you, Lord Nasuraya. There's no need to flatter me. After all, if Aradeva had not... My apologies. I refer to an elder amongst the Order of Skeptics who left Falsmer City to work on his light novels, the dreaded things. This heavy responsibility would not have fallen to me otherwise. He became a light novelist? Oh my god. Okay. He rambled on and on about how warring against the Yai publishing house editor and opponents in Genius Invocation TCG should still be considered war. But if you ask me, he's just turning into a ridiculous old geezer. But he's still an elder who knows more about our heritage than I do. So I have to ask him for information regardless of any disagreements we might have. He's reluctant to answer any questions that don't have to do with light novels and card games though. It took me 3 whole questions to receive a single reply. Anyway, it took me a great deal of effort just to gather clues about the Kory drums. Speaking of that, we did find Kory drums other than the one Catherine gave us. Not the whole set of 5, but still. Yay, new clues! But, Asayuna, if you had clues all along, why didn't you go look for the lost Kory drums yourself? That's an easy one to answer, Traveler. It seems like you're not in possession of a vision. That's right, I'm not. And yet you're capable of bending the elements to your will. What an enviable gift. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with such a gift. So it is good that you are here. I mean, we could save quite a lot of trouble for Lazy Saurish with your help. Otherwise, I would have to make other arrangements. Ah, my throat's not doing well. But just as I said before, it seems that even fate is on my side. Lady Sorush and you two, please come with me. Hidden treasures may be found closer by than we think. Go to the location Naseyuna mentioned. Speaking of the Kory drums, I have found 4 out of 5 of them. So, yeah. Which are here. Yep. So I found one with the hydro symbol, cryo symbol, electro symbol, and pyro symbol. The the final one that I'm missing is the dendro symbol, but like that one is kind of locked behind the gray crystals, which I couldn't really unlock. So I think this quest will allow me to unlock it. Yeah, this is the one. That's strange. There's no path here at all. Seems you're not all that good of a guide, Nasejuna. There are signs of rockfall. You are observant indeed, honored envoy. I'm inclined to think that that monster activity caused the rocks to collapse and thus block this well. Let us call it a path. But you may leave this to me, everyone. This problem only requires a little spark to solve. Ah yes, for safety concerns, please stand back a bit. Naseyuna cleans the stone crevice before putting a small package inside. He fills the gap back up, retreats to safe distance, and lights the fuse. The large rock blocking the way splinters into smaller pieces, and when the dust finally clears, a grey gate appears in its wake. Ah, well, that's it for those stones blocking the way. Wait, why is there still a gate in this way? There's always another gate to go through, huh? Does seem quite sturdy. We used to be able to pass through. As for breaking the seal on this great gate, we will need your help, you two. That's quite normal, I guess. Well, guess that falls to us, huh? Search for clues around the caverns. Ah, why are there rift hounds here? These are echoes left of the battles fought from so long ago.
What a drag. Dust. Too.
Oh wait, you died? Oh, that was quick. My bad. I was getting a snack. More like part 2 of my snack. Jeez.
Can't see. Keep up.
It's okay, a bit of hyper bloom would never hurt anyone. I mean, it hurt them, but not us.
Let's dance.
Okay. Run away!
Useless.
How did you feel that one so badly? Okay.
Useless. One with the force.
Alright, let's go. Alright, almost dead. Come. Alright, time to follow the Khvarena. Let's go. Seems like something's buried beneath the sand piles here. Why don't we take a closer look? Oh, that's a lot of sand piles. Okay. And the Trial of Soul Bell, huh?
Useless.
Found it. This place is full of great crystals. Lazaruna looks a bit around a bit. Oh well. It's not too far from what I expected. The mechanism that sealed the dendrodrum was once here, but it has been destroyed. There are even some notes here that show where the other Kory drums might be found. I've already found them, so this is kinda useless. As the elders put it, when the Kory drums were lost in a single night, the Order of Skeptics were overcome with great grief. Losing the drums meant losing the bridge that connected them to Barsam's familiar, and from then on, the young were never again able to listen to her teachings. This was a grave incident indeed. Great efforts were made by all to search for the drums thereafter, but few gains were made due to the obstruction posed by the defiled energies. According to the elders, this is one of the old locations. But as you have seen, those without the power to combat the brute might of the defilement, those who cannot wield the elements, and those who have not obtained the trust of Khvarena's envoy are unable to reach this place. Arya Deva has also attempted to retrieve the dendrodrum here in his youth, but he did not succeed, and has been silent about the matter ever since. A sense of responsibility, perhaps, or was it pride that closed his mouth? You know, when you said that the Order of Skeptics had a terrible relationship with the academia, Paimon thought that you all just stay here. Now that there's that big hole in the sky, never mind not coming back to help out. Don't you think it's kind of weird that he's just over in Smyrna City writing his novels and playing his cards? Perhaps he can achieve in fantasies what he could not do in reality. You mean writing the stories of his failures into a light novel but changing the ending? How's that supposed to solve a real life problem? People need hope in their lives, even if it isn't real. Well, Paimon thinks that sticking together is our best chance of fixing the sky hole problem. It concerns Sorish too, after all. Your concern, Paimon, is rather wasted on one destined for so grand a sacrifice as I. Or perhaps I should say that evaluating the choices and fates of others is itself an overly prideful act. Paimon, just, traveler, help Paimon out here. We have to respect their wishes and wish them well. Aren't we also to ask them to leave it to us? I do thank you for your aid, of course, but do not forget, I am the main character of this hymn. Speaking of which, if we can take the dendrodrum here into account, it feels like we found all 5 Kory drums, haven't we? It feels as if we just happened upon them as we were adventuring. As expected of the Yamna party whom Lady Sorish acknowledged. This went faster than I thought it would. Of course it did. Have you recorded the entire drum score carved into the stone walls? If you have, let us return to Bassam to begin the ritual. Oh, okay. Hmm. Oh, I did not mean to press Q. Oh my god. Alright. Let's continue on to going to copy all of the drum scores. I believe I like here, so that shouldn't be too bad.
Keep up.
Alright, drum score number 1.
A new job.
Alright, I was wondering why it was taking so long. Alright, so let me just make a mental note. When I say make a mental note, I mean let me just take a note. Alright, I got a piece of paper down. Let's get ready to copy this thing. Alright, so hydro. Hydro is
If you press a leaf between dry sheets of paper, you can
half
make an attractive
full,
and handy bookmark.
half full empty one. Alright, let's go. On the first one, that was easy. Paimon has memorized it already. Cool. A drum score corresponding to Koribante's score. Score Samja. I guess we could just continue on this path. Okay. Let's go. Alright, so this is a pyro. So pyro would be half, half, half full. Half, half, half full. Right. Copy. There's a drum score here as well. Let us take some notes.
Can't see. One with the force. Yeah.
Alright, let's go. So this one is half empty, half full. Vedana. So I assume this is Dendro? No, it's Cryo. Okay, I was wrong. So this is Cryo. Next, we'll head over to this one over here. This is Electro, which is half empty, half full. Half empty, half full. This is Electro. Wait, is the Hydro one the same? Wait, hold on, let me check. Half empty, half full. Ah, okay, interesting. Time to check the final one. Which is Dendro. But there's nothing written here. Oh no, it's here. Okay.
Can't see.
It's just not loaded in.
Have a little taste.
Half one.
One with the force.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Alright, half, full. This will be for Dendro. Let's go. I'm gonna head over to the giant tree.
Keep up.
Alright. Let's see. Next, we just need to put back the Kory drums in their original places before performing the piece according to the scores on the stone walls, right? Rashnu will definitely be happy to answer us when she hears her favorite music. Do excuse my presumption, but the ritual that bound the Order of the Skeptics to the Pari is one of great significance. I think there will only be proper Order of Skeptics regulation if it's Vijnana Pati, that is to say, myself, were to preside over it. Yeah, but we were the ones that got all 5 of them. Even if you are Lady Source's Yasnapati, I believe to be this out of line, or should I call it this prideful presumption upon her favor? Lady Sorush is Khvarena's envoy. She might have behaved more amicably to the two of you on account of your aid in fulfilling her destined mission. Your point? Yes, but this is a manifestation of her virtue, and not any credit of yours. Do not forget your place. Blech. Give praise and stand in awe of her every action, as you should. That's what you say, but even though Sorush always acts all high and mighty, Paimon doesn't think she's all that great, or that distant from us. This does not sound like something that shall be written into a hymn of praise. Well, I'd say it's praise enough by Paimon's standard. Well, what about you then, traveler? Do you want to play the Kory drums and awaken the familiar blossom for me? I'm not a bad performer. Exactly. Cooking, combat, espionage. Oh my god, we can do it all. This is definitely way easier than extinguishing the sign of Apalsha. We're not gonna trip up here. And yet adventurers you remain, rough folk of the outdoors. It would be best if I handle such critical matters related to our history and tradition as this. Nasuraya, he's the Yasnapati. Oh, I missed that one by accident. Sorry. I have no reason to doubt your decisions, astute as they are. Then it is concluded. Speak no more. Come, traveler. This momentous task is yours. Don't you worry. Oh, I have no fear. You are my Yasnapati, after all. Well, if you say so, Sorush, then leave this to us. Just relax, Naseyuna. We know the Kory jumps are very important. The traveler's not going to ruin them or anything. Exactly. Now we just need to line the Kory drums according to their attributes. How do you read the drum scores again? Do you still remember how to perform? Yeah. Yes, I know how to read the drum scores. I literally played this last night. by accident, might I add, place. Let's begin the performance. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna return them to their place and thereafter start performing them as well. So electro as well. We can perform you. Yeah, half 0, half 1. Begin performance. Half 0. Oh shit, did I miss one by accident? 1, 0, half 1. Alright. My bad for that one. Did not realize that I didn't see it. Place the cryo 1. And we shall begin performance. Half 0, half, and 1. Alright. Ah, the final two. Oh, they're here. I see. Place. Pyro. Half, half, half 1, which you can do also. 1. Oh, sorry, half. 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 1. Alright. Last one. Which is Hydro. Next we can perform it, which is what we're gonna do anyways. Half. 1. Ignore this one because it's 0. Half. Oh. Was that too quick? Half. 1. 0. And last one should be 1. Huh? Did I record it down wrongly? It's half 101. Okay, begin performance. Half. 1. 0. 1. Oh. Ah, Barsum's familiar has answered our call. She must be Rashnu. Don't you think she seems kinda tired though? Looks like we might need to help her out somehow. This is Rashnu indeed, but perhaps we could have a nice meal? That's right. Grub, meat, veggies, sweet, salty. Ooh, what should we get? Actually, hang on. Do Pari enjoy human food at all? Perhaps a repeat performance might do. So noisy. So sleepy. Paimon kinda thought this might go differently, you know? Like a moving reunion after many years. Not gonna happen? You are Sorush. I recognize you. That's right. This is my Yasnapati traveler and his companion Paimon. And this is the Naruya Raya of the Order of Skeptics. The Skeptics. Yasnapati. Ugh. I do not wish to know about these human affairs. Humans and their drums, so noisy. I threw them into different places so I could sleep in peace. Oh, wait, so this was all a misunderstanding? Well, that's one huge misunderstanding, wouldn't you say? Even Paimon doesn't do that. How? But our documents recorded this so very clearly. Nor did Lady Soros say anything against this. You must have slumbered too long here, Rashnu, muddling your memory of these affairs. Surely the scattering of the Corybantes was meant to select those who might clear the trials, with those who could not solve such a small problem proving unfit to call themselves Yasnapati. For how then would they aid me in my great work of extinguishing the sign of Apalsha? The sign? I'm so tired. But this is not the time to sleep. Yes. You see, Traveler truly deserves the title of Yasnapati. He has helped me immensely, but his help alone is not enough. Rashnu, I need yours as well. Ah, I get it. It was Zervan who... She too approves of me, of course. Alright, Rashnu, will you come with me to the Vorukasha oasis? Swear to God, I'm gonna yawn if this continues. Well, it is not impossible. Balsam's familiar. Please wait. I have many queries regarding the skeptics' traditions. Human business. Later, perhaps. We can talk later. Perhaps after I sleep for a bit. Maybe then. Uh, Nasuraya, do you not have other things to attend to? We can save your business with Rashnu for another day. Yes, I will return to camp to accomplish that which I should. You know, Paimon feels bad for Nasir Yuna right now, but I'm afraid this isn't something we can butt into. Yeah, Nasir Yuna and Sorush has known each other for a long time. They can settle this stuff between them, can't they? Whatever the case, if you come with us to the Varukasha Oasis, Rashnu, Sorush will be one step closer to getting the chaplet. Together? Now? Let's go together. Going together with humans? Alright. Alright, with that, so let's talk to Zervan. Well now, if it isn't Sorsh and her Yasnapati, you sure did come back quite quickly. And while this might sound rude, you have exceeded my expectations. Whether it be foolish Mihir or ignorant Rashnu, I, I have personally saved them and brought them back to our sea of flowers. You will see me in a different light now, I trust, Elder. Paimon thinks more accurate to say that we saved them together. The Traveler put in tons of work too. You speak too much. I was planning to elevate you to the position of my Yasnapati, but if you will be so petty, Pale Floater, it seems I must reconsider my decision. Well, actually, never mind. Who wants to be a Yasnapati anyway? Now, it may seem strange to believe so, but I believe myself and my Yasnapati to be of the same stem and root. Indivisible. And just as the heroes of legend should have many helpers, my Yasnapati's work shall also count for my glory. It also goes without saying that a pari who shall do such a supreme deed as I will not peddle in the foolishness that is stealing another's credit. Therefore, Yasnapati mine, feel free to add your deeds to the hymn, for thus shall my great deeds seem all the greater for it. By your leave, your grace. Oh, stop it with the silly roleplay already. That's right. We're quite used to you talking like this, Sarge. But Zervan's right there looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots. Then let us not think then let us not speak of things unrelated. Just as we agreed before, Elder, you can give me the twin horn chaplets. What is a chaplet? Chaplet now, yes? Well, we did, but I can't give you the chaplet. Wait, are you going back on your word? now, the chaplet is a symbol of Khvarena's recognition. How can it be given away based on private whims? Amidst the countless moles of Khvarena created by the transformed divine bird, only we Pari have been blessed with intelligence. It is it is thus that we are able to communicate with remaining consciousness within the mother tree and guide the power of Khvarena. But not all Pari may possess such authority. Only the bloom gods those who prove worthy successors to the divine bird's aspirations and have the courage to see that wish true may gain the chaplet, the crown that contains wisdom. Come then, pray along with me to the invincible Khvarena. If you have been acknowledged, then our God will grant you the chaplet herself. Zervan recites the words of an ancient hymn and Sorush joins her. It is as if 1,000 birds sing out at once, and as if 100 flowers respond. Oh wow. So I assume that's the chaplet. Sorush, talk to Zervan. Go to Zervan to obtain the Twin Horn Chaplet, and you will be able to go around collecting the great songs of Khvarena. Alright, let us re-equip Sorush. A Pari born in the Varukasha Oasis, Sorush is a bloom god acknowledged by the Khvarena. Having formed a connection with one whom she trusts, Sorush now traverses the land blessed by Khvarena alongside her Yasnapati. Bloom god of the Pari. Alright. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, this all seems like normal stuff that we've seen before.
Memories. So dark.
Oh wait, did I not equip her? Oh my goodness. Equip. Flourish. Oh, is that not you? Oh, whoop. I went the opposite direction. Ooh, so the chaplet just grows right out of your head. Well, this didn't go as we thought, but guess you got your twin horn chaplet now, Sorush. You look much more reliable than before. Aha! Of course, I am the destined bloom god after all. Now I need only offer myself as a sacrifice to extinguish the sign of Apalsha. Ugh, and there you go, ruining our impression of you right away. But since you got the chaplet, Sorush, now we can go find a great song of Khvarena thing, right? Paimon remembers Nasayuna saying that we need to collect enough of those great songs if we want to perform that rite of his, and then we can pass through to the darkness. But who knows if his words can be relied on or not. That is the rite of Chinvat. Now, is this Nasayuna you speak of from the Order of the Skeptics? To think that any human remembers that right. I thought that it had been lost. I did once travel alongside human heroes to cross the darkness through the rite and cleanse the impurities tainting the mother tree. Hey, looks like he wasn't mistaken, back but when that happened, I was the one who personally used the Khvarena to repair the seal that held that darkness at bay. Hmm. Later, I was the one who fused the strongest Khvarena collected there into 5 great songs, which I used to purify the land. The skeptics should not have knowledge of the great song's existence if they relied merely on the traditional records. Maybe Nasiyuna's just that interested in researching documents. Maybe there are some documents he found elsewhere that you don't know about, Zervan. That would make him all the more suspicious. As I understand it, there are indeed others who would be interested in great songs. All the same with you there, I believe such small matters should be no obstacle. In any case, Sorish has only just obtained the chaplet and cannot collect enough Kavarna. If we wish to conduct the rite of Chinvat now, we will need the power of the great songs. At that time, after I first scattered the monsters that had invaded our sea of flowers, the great songs were scattered across the land. Only one was hidden by me within the waters of the Sunyata lake here, kept away for a future time of need. Now that Suresh has obtained the authority to touch the great songs, you can go first to obtain this one. As for the rest, you will have to seek them out yourself. Safeguard them well. Don't let them fall into the hands of suspicious people. I would also ask you to take care of Soresh for me. Though she may have obtained the acknowledgement of Khvarena, I fear that wisdom and intelligence have never been prerequisites for becoming a bloom god. Go to Sunyata Lake. Alright.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
As the Khvarena light shows. Alright. Let's see. Where should we go? That part of Varukasha Oasis. Okay. Hmm.
I'll protect us.
Oh, what are you? Talk to Soresh. Whoa, something weird came out of the lake. Is that a great song of Khvarena? You know, it looks kinda cute actually. It's a lot bigger than all the other Khvarena we've seen previously. Maybe we could just call it Great Khvarena for short. Paimon didn't think that something this cute would be good at cleansing the impurities though. Well, we've got another powerful cutie on our side here, don't we? Pleasing to the ears, those words are not, but I shall take it that you praise my majesty nonetheless. Of course. The Great Songs of Khvarena. The Great Songs of Khvarena are the physical manifestations of Khvarena's might, collected and fused by the first party within the Flowery Sea used to cleanse the land of impurity. The power of Khvarena creates a barrier in its area. Only a Pari with the twin horde chaplet can touch them. Sorush with the chaplet may use her power to collect them. I see. Let Sorush touch the great power of Khvarena.
Those memories. So dark.
Well, that's one great Khvarena down. Next we just... Wait a moment, we don't know where the rest are, do we? No need to fret. I've already commanded Nasuriya regarding this matter. He already knows where the other four may be found. We need only have him guide us. Well, do you doubt my judgment? Well, Paimon just think that Nasuyuna's documents aren't all that reliable. This is different from the matter of the drums. The locations of the great songs of Khvarena were not found by consultation of the skeptics' traditions, but through Nasuraya's own painstaking studies. Apart from the ones locked within ruins, I have personally checked the rest. There will be no errors. Be assured, Pale Floater, I am the destined Bloom God now. Would I make such mistakes? Alright then. Paimon's not very assured, mind you, but we can always go ask Nasuyuna first and stuff. Didn't he say he'd meet us at the camp? Such considerations are unnecessary. Yours is to simply follow me and record mine accomplishments. Talk to Nasuyuna. Okay. Where are you? You're near the Tamir Mountains. Okay. Oh, there's another world quest here. Okay. So see. Lady Source and two of you as well. Perfect timing. Dinner. If you're referring to the victory feast, it's not time yet. Anyways, I do have a request to make, and it's closely related to Lady Sorush. Well then, since it has to do with Sorush, Paimon supposes we'll hear you out. Wonderful. Please, come with me. Is it something you can't say here? No, it's just that some things are easier to understand after you see them yourself. Oh shit. They follow Sosi to a place with multiple tablets. What does Sosi want to show us? Isn't this just one big stone tablet? Did it get eroded? Paimon can't make out what's written on it. The Khvarena monument is a valuable artifact to the Order of Skeptics. It only appears this way because its fragments are lost. Engraved on the monument are the true names of every party and first contract they formed with the Order of Skeptics. The immortality of the party is sustained by the Khvarena monument, one who manages to collect all four fragments and causes the contract to reappear. We'll re-establish a connection with Pari and obtain a power that rivals the gods. Sounds nice and all, but what does that has to do with us? Yeah, we're not interested in obtaining the power of the gods. As for forming contracts with Pari, we're already friends with Soros, so Paimon thinks there's no need for formalities like that. Who told you we were friends? Do mind your manners, pale floater. You do have a point. We'll be friends once Paimon returns the favor by coming up with an ugly nickname for you. Paimon's disrespectful behavior aside, I assume you're planning to task Traveler with collecting the monument's fragments? That's very observant of you, Lady Soros. That is indeed my plan. Searching is quite a lowly task. Ahem. A task requiring adventure experience is better suited for professionals. And by that, I mean adventurous. They seek to form a new contract with Aspari and acquire power that rivals the gods. Oh, how very interesting. A mere human, coveting a higher power. Could it be an inflated ego or utter ignorance? How could I have such a presumptuous thoughts? I'm doing all of this for the sake of research and bringing the historical truth to light. The academia and the order of skeptics went separate ways due to a clash in our ideals, but our research has always emphasized history and heritage. I've never once coveted a higher power. The only thing I'm after is the contents of the inscription on the Khvarena monument. It's all for the sake of the research, I swear. The initial contract between us skeptics and the Pari and every single Pari's true name. Isn't that enough to pique your interest? Gotta admit, I'm a bit curious. I suppose that's no surprise, coming from adventurers with Lady Soros's recognition. Anyway, this is a formal commission. Please be assured that you'll be well compensated by Order of Skeptics. Since it's a formal commission with compensation and all, maybe we should give it a go. Splendid. Here are some clues regarding the location of the monument's fragments. I trust that you're already familiar with clues like this and experienced adventures. The inscription has long been lost, and mortals have no inkling of the form. To the descendants of the divine bird, bound to where their destiny was decreed, as a land where the Pari of the Varuk-Shah oasis have long dwelt, as a land guarded by blossoms familiar, as a land guarded by thorns like blades, or as the Tunigi catastrophe, remnants of ash and weazen husks, zenith. Oh, and one more thing. I've indeed cited suspicious individuals who covet the power of the gods. They seem to have come all the way from the snowy lands. I've seen them sneaking around the Khvarena monument. It's clear that they're up to no good. They've even started setting up camp nearby. I'm sure you wouldn't put up with these outlanders acting as they please on our land, Lady Soros. Sounds like the Fatui. We just gotta chase them away, right? Yes, that's right. Go teach them a lesson. They've set up 3 separate camps. I'll mark them out for you later. There's a commanding officer amongst them that watches the whole situation. Perhaps defeating him would teach these outlanders to abide by our rules. Okay, enough talk. I'll leave the matter in your hand while I stay here and continue reading up on relevant documents. With Lady Soros accompanying you, I'm sure everything will go smoothly. Oops, I did not mean to start that, but sure. Alright, we're gonna talk to Nasayuna. Lady Sorge, your present form is most astounding indeed. Gazing upon your mighty form, I know in my heart that you must have been crowned the bloom god of the party, acknowledged by all. Startle not, human, this was my calling from the beginning. Of course, of course. Such majesty is only expected to be of the honored envoy, one who shall obtain the great songs of Khvarena and extinguish the sign of Apalsha. Indeed, your words are most suited to be inscribed in the hymns that shall be written in mine honor. Huh? Nasirina still his natural self. Hyman's not sure what to feel about this. Ah yes, Yasnapati, Paimon, you too deserve thanks in this matter. Though your endeavors are not but the afterglow of the envoy's mighty works, your labor in Lady Flourish's successful obtaining of her crown shall not be voided. That's not how it went, buddy, but we'll just take this as your way of saying thanks. Aha, our mission is now to search for the great songs of Khvarena, and the long-awaited rite may then be performed. Speaking of the great songs, they are inextricably linked to the destiny of us skeptics. Is it this story time again? But Zerman said that you guys should know about the great song's existence, don't you? Yes, it is indeed true that the ancient rites has stopped being passed down through our order. If I had relied solely on our traditions, I suspect that even the rite of Chinvat might be surrounded in mystery. But I gained access to that large-scale batch of long lost documents from a very learned scholar. That was where I learned about the great songs. Those documents recorded a great number of things that the traditional hymns of our order have never written of. That also inspired me in the desire to reform our order. That doesn't really help, you know. Your traditions are already pretty suspect. How are we supposed to trust these documents then? They might have come out of nowhere for all we know. Enough. These sideshows are not fit to be written into my songs. If you so wish to tell truth from falsehood, then let us go and see for ourselves rather than quibble here. Why, if I do not offer myself up as a sacrifice to save this land soon, those who come after me may read these texts and suspect that I was the spirit of laxity. No, no, no. How could that be? I don't believe any would hold you to such contemptuous thoughts. Contemptuous. Hmm. Paimon thinks that you just want us to hurry up and collect those great Khvarnas or wait, this when did Paimon become your translator? Hmm. To think that you, pale floater, should understand my thoughts best. Since it is your command, great envoy, allow me to lead the way. It seems that you have obtained one of the great songs. It is just as well then. I have discovered the locations of the remaining four. Although I've not been able to go to those underground ruins myself, I am as familiar with them as I am this camp. Knew we could count on you. Haha, well, the great songs are items that I do desire to win, especially after all that effort. Well, let's not speak of unrelated matters. Come with me, everyone. Alright. The three songs. And I think
Damned will sooner die again than
this is
live.
probably a good time to end this stream. Unfortunately, I think, yeah. The great songs of Khvarena. Yeah, okay, we've seen this before. But yes, I think this is a good time to end today's stream. I know that there are still quite a lot of things to do. I have the Parade of Providence, which I have not done yet. I've not done this at all. And I can't wait to do this event, which I will do in all in due time, of course. Along with the remaining parts of this quest. the great songs of Khvarena. Yep. I will, of course, finish all of this and continue on with bits of Star Rail as well. So don't fret, there's still a lot of content coming, just, you know, in little bits of pieces across other bits of time, you know. I'm a busy person too, unfortunately. But yes, that will be all for this stream here. Thank you guys so much for coming, for those of you on YouTube. I will be reacting to the Honkai Star Rail departure video, the music, what I think is the sort of like music concert video-ish that they decided to show us that time. So can't wait to react to that. That will be coming soon for you guys. So for those of y'all on YouTube, do look forward to that. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. We're gonna end it off here for now. With a little morning flower. Alright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.